What's going on, everybody? It's Lexi and you are watching The Nerds Table. Cue the intro. Okay, everybody, so number one, let me start off like I always start off, because you guys are awesome. So thank you for all of my new subscribers, and thank you to all the people that's been supporting me. Y'all the real goats. Y'all the real goats. So thank you. Y'all the best. Y'all the best.
No, God! No, God, please!
Okay, guys, so today we're gonna be reacting. First of all, some leaks been coming out about WWE 2K23, right? What y'all think about them? I feel like we should have had a grander cover art. I don't know if John Cena was the right goal this time around. I don't know about that. It would have been cool to have like a bunch of NXT stars on the front, but whatever. Who am I? Oh. So let's start this. So I ain't gonna waste your time. I promise I ain't gonna waste your time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna be reacting to a cultaholic wrestling video of 10 wrestlers who never turned heel in the WWE. I didn't watch the video ahead of time, so I don't know. One of my guests, well, I can't even say that. Dang it, one of my guests were John Cena, but he's been heel, hasn't he? Yeah, he was heel. Yeah, he was heel. Yeah, see, I know. I got the wherewithal. Anyways, let me start. I'm just wasting time. Who wastes time more than me? Don't you answer that.
Someone with bad tattoos and questionable politics. And in truth, both UFC and WWE thrive because of strong personalities and their performers playing character. Whether hero or villain, protagonist or antagonist, most WWE stars will fluctuate between the two throughout their careers in order to keep themselves fresh and open up more possibilities as far as new matches and storylines go. And the majority of them will probably tell you that playing the bad guy is better, since they typically lead the action and it's far easier to get someone.
What do you guys prefer as it pertains to like wrestling? Do you guys prefer a heel or a face? I used to prefer a face. Like I used to be like, oh man, I'm all for the face. No, I'm for the heels now. I feel like the heels have more fun. That's just me though. If I was anything in the WWE, like a special ref or a commentator or what are those called? A host. I think I would want to be on the heel side of things, because you have way more freedom being a heel. Like it's so much more fun. Like you're not like held down by restraints of like, I have to do this right way, and yeah, like, you know, like that's tough. If I was in WWE in any type of way, or any wrestling in any type of way, I'd definitely be a heel, because it's so much more fun not having to like be held down to like the babyface thing.
Not for everyone though, of course, as there are a select few who have never turned heel in WWE. I'm Adam Pacitti from Cultaholic Wrestling, and these are 10 WWE stars who never turned heel. Join us. Number 10, Rey Mysterio.
Okay, so if y'all know, if y'all been watching my videos, Rey Mysterio is like one of my all-time favorites.
Poor Rey. His awe-inspiring offense, colorful look, and
I used to always want. I just wanted to meet Rey Mysterio, man.
Rey has been one of the good guys since debuting in WWE almost 2 decades ago. The Biggest Little Man was also a good guy in Mexico, ECW, and WCW too, at least most of the time. In the wacky world of latter-day WCW, Mysterio...
You guys remember when they unmasked Rey Mysterio? Do y'all remember that? I think he lost the match and then he had to take his mask off. You remember that?
You may not hear about
there
the short conversion to the supposed dark side is because it was also around the same time that Rey unmasked and began sporting dungarees and stick-on devil horns. Man, has Vince Russo ever had a bad idea? Since then, though, the saintly underdog hasn't even so much as hinted as playing anything other than the hero. It would be difficult for him to do so now, given his size, style, and legacy that have all helped define him as someone who will likely retire from the business, having never properly portrayed a baddie. Number 9, Ricky Steamboat. The key to what made Ricky Steamboat such a good babyface was his selling. The Dragon could take a hip toss and have you believing in great foils to play off, whether it was the diametrically opposed Ric Flair, the nefarious Jake the Snake Roberts, or the unhinged Macho Man Randy Savage. Ricky stayed babyface not just in WWE, but also in the NWA/WCW and in whatever other territory he found himself in throughout his career. During his second WWE run, Steamboat felt the yearning to go rogue, but was dissuaded from doing so by Pat Patterson, who claimed that Ricky could cut Bret Hart's head off with a chainsaw in the middle of the ring, and people still wouldn't buy him as a heel, and that turning him could harm his career. Number 8, Rob Van Dam.
That's my boy.
He was supposed to be a big dirty invader as part of the WCW
That's my boy,
ECW
man.
Alliance in 2001. Fans couldn't help but take to Rob Van Dam.
RVD, man, I used to freaking love
The whole effing
RVD.
show was unlike anything that had been seen before and was embraced by the crowd for his combination of incredible athleticism, laid-back attitude, and unique
You guys remember that
appearance.
picture of him, like,
RVD had first started
both
to
his
taste
feet
wrestling
on
success
different
after turning
chairs,
heel
and they were like
in
in the
ECW,
split?
where he
I
played the
can't do the
mercenary
splits,
Mr. Monday
and
Night
I for
character
darn
over
sure
in
can't do the
WWE
splits on
and
those
worked
chairs.
Monday Night
So.
Raw as opposed to the Philadelphia bingo halls. But eventually his standout performances turned him face there too, and he was arguably the company's biggest star before they went out of business. Even after years of creative inconsistency and plenty of stop-start pushes, RVD remained over to such an extent that he was booked to beat the Golden Goose John Cena for the WWE title at One Night Stand 2006. Interestingly, WWE wanted to
Take
turn
my
him
boy,
heel and make
RVD.
him a Paul Heyman guy during his last run with the company in 2013, but the Hall of Famer turned them down. Number 7, Tito Santana. Similar to Ricky Steamboat, Tito Santana was
I
a
don't know who
babyface
Tito
wherever he
Santana
went and
is,
never
yeah.
got the opportunity to play a heel, despite occasionally wanting to. And like Steamboat, Santana was just too likable and had all the traits of a classic babyface. He was a good wrestler, first and foremost, and had a great knack for telling a simple good versus evil story and drawing people into his matches with his selling and expertly timed comebacks. Number 6, Kelly Kelly. When
Oh my
Kelly
God,
Kelly
y'all
debuted
remember
on
Kelly
ECW
Kelly?
TV in the
Oh
summer
my
of
God,
2006,
dog.
she was aligned with a heel, portraying the
So
girlfriend of the
kiss me,
burly
kiss
Mike
me,
Knox. But while her boo was a baddie, she
I
was
remember Mike
anything
Knox.
but.
I used to be
One
so
thing that
mad at
stopped
Mike
her from
Knox,
being a
like,
heel
don't
from the
do
get-go
that.
was her
That's not-
exhibitionist
don't do
gimmick.
that.
Plus, in the storyline, it was implied that she was in an abusive relationship with Knox and was actively trying to break away from him and start relationships with babyfaces like
With CM Punk.
and
Yeah, I
Paul
remember
Heyman.
this.
Well, she certainly had a type. As she evolved throughout the years, from glorified exotic dancer to Divas champion, Kelly Kelly was always happy and smiling and fighting against the odds and trying her darndest for the WWE Universe. It was obvious that WWE saw her as the prototypical pretty, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, all-American gal, and turning her heel without a drastic makeover likely wouldn't have worked. Were Barbie Blank ever to return to WWE, she and the company would probably
I remember
have to
when I
rethink her
found
character
out
and
that her
presentation, as the
last
women's
name was
evolution has done
Blank.
much to change
I
perceptions
was like,
in the decades since her departure.
what?
5, Bruno Sammartino. The greatest Italian-American superstar this side of Santino Marella and Nunzio, Bruno
I'm dead.
Sammartino was a true man of the people. His connection with those in cities like New York and Philadelphia leading to unparalleled success which made him an icon. The living legend's legacy began when, as a young upstart, he beat champion Nature Boy Buddy Rogers in just 48 seconds to capture the gold.
What?
That shocking upset took place in Madison Square Garden, a venue that Bruno would make his own during the 60s and 70s.
I'm not gonna do it.
Sammartino
I'm not gonna
sold
do
out
it.
the world's most famous arena more times than anyone and was so beloved that he held the title for 7 years, 8 months, and a day. And that was
What?
just his first
Wait, no,
run
wait,
because he
wait.
got the belt back again and held it a
Wait, no,
second
wait,
time for a not too shabby 3 years, 4
Wait, no,
months, and
wait,
20
wait.
days. A solid, spirited competitor with a rugged style in the ring, Bruno was also sincere on the microphone when cutting promos and a class act outside the squared circle. He never broke a rule during matches and set box office records against every villain of the day, overcoming them all over a period of decades. He was a true trailblazer who
I'm just
transcended
blown
the
out of
sport,
order by
setting
the fact that
standard
he's
for
held
all
the belt. He
babyfaces
held the
that
belt for
followed.
7
Number
years.
4, Goldberg. The amazing
That's my
organic
boy right
success
there,
that was
Goldberg.
Goldberg in WCW was an
Goldberg.
incredible sight to behold.
Look at him. Look
Fresh
at
out
him.
of the WCW power plants and greener than Kermit the Frog on St. Patrick's Day, the former NFL football player got over huge by blasting through everyone on the roster in short but dynamic squash matches. WCW foolishly made him a heel. It did nothing for him and he hated it. But when he
I'm dead.
eventually made it to WWE, he was a good guy once more. And he's been one ever since.
Look at my boy
his relationship with
Goldberg.
some of the fan base hasn't been as smooth as it was during his Monday Night Wars.
They just haters, Goldberg. They just haters.
From time to time when he lets the dissenting voices get to him, but in his storylines he has always been positioned as the powerhouse hero, a lovable legend who would happily rip your throat out given half a chance. It would be refreshing to see the former World Heavyweight Champion cut loose and embrace his dastardly side, but his iconic status and work with charities and children's hospitals, he's
That's
a good
my
guy in
boy
real life, guys,
Goldberg.
likely puts a stop to that ever happening. Number 3, Jim Duggan. Just because you're a noted flag-waving American
Jim
patriot
Duggan.
doesn't mean you're destined to be a career babyface in WWE. Look at Sergeant Slaughter, the filthy traitor who turned his back on Old Glory and became an Iraqi sympathizer during the height of the Gulf War. Or Hulk Hogan, the horrible twat who traded in the red, white and blue of the USA for the black and white of the NWO. Though he was a villain in Mid-South as part of the Rat Pack stable, Duggan was a consummate face in WWE and made headlines when he was arrested for a DUI while sharing a car with the hated Iron Sheik, a kayfabe demolishing act that had serious repercussions when it came to his career. WCW, in their infinite wisdom, made Hacksaw a heel and put him in the Team Canada group because, why not? When Hacksaw returned to WWE in the mid-2000s, he did so as the cuddly 2x4 wielding teddy bear of a bygone era and settled into a nice spot as a lower card nostalgia act.
I remember that when he came back.
US, a performer who just seemed like a decent bloke IRL. Duggan probably had it in him to be a decent heel, and I wish he'd been given the chance to give it a go. Come on! No, Coco Beware. Who's going to boo the Birdman?
Coco Beware.
Not me, that's for Coco Beware was just the definition of a
Wow.
fun act. His colourful parrot Frankie a major part of it, but also beloved for his dancing, high-flying and eye-catching look. Coco had been a heel before WWE when he wrestled in the Memphis territory. As Sweet Sugar Brown, Ware was completely different, sporting a shaved head
his
and
name was
Jimmy
Sweet
Hart as a
Sugar
mouthpiece
Brown?
while going up against Jerry Lawler.
Um,
However, his
what?
athleticism and energy ensured that when
What?
he went to WWE, he would be one of the good guys, whether going solo in the prelims or teaming with someone like Owen Hart, also in the prelims. While popular, Ware never seemed to break out of the mid-card pack, but did carve out a niche for himself in his spot on the card. While he was always flapping his wings and high-fiving fans, he did work one WWE match as a heel against Tito Santana. The bout took place in Madison Square Garden and was filmed and released on Coliseum Home Video's Super Tape Volume 4, and it's really intriguing to watch Coco play heel for a night, complete with added aggression and cowardly acts like begging off. Number 1, The Ultimate Warrior. If you were a kid watching WWE in the late 80s or early 90s and you were asked to create your perfect wrestler, you would probably end up drawing some crude, out-of-proportion version of the Ultimate Warrior. It didn't matter if he left and came back, as he did a few times. Whenever Warrior was on the bill, he was usually in a prime position and almost always going up against the
Why
top
is he
heel.
so buff?
Interestingly, there were tentative plans for him to become a villain in order to work a program with WWE champion Bret Hart. After hearing the pitch, however, Jim Hellwig, conscious of hurting a brand that he had helped create and build, countered that he would only consider it on the condition that his pay increased, he would get to sit house shows out, and that he would be given time off to audition for outside of WWE acting roles. Vince, unsurprisingly, didn't go for that.
Okay guys, so that was like wrestlers who like never turned heel. Some of those, like, it's like I realized it, but like I never really realized it. Like RVD, like I'm a huge RVD fan, so like I'm now thinking back, like I never did really see RVD do a lot of schemy stuff. That's really weird. I never really realized that. Kelly too. Like I don't. Yeah, that's weird. Wow, I never. Wow. So, anyways, tell me what you guys think. Tell me if they missed some, because if they missed some, we gonna address it. No, if they missed some, let me know. There's a lot I didn't realize, to be honest with you, and I'm sure there's like way more right now. That they probably, cause I mean, you're making a YouTube video, you can't put everybody in there. So that's really crazy. Wow. Some of those people I didn't know a lot about, like Coco Beware. Like I don't really know much. I know of Coco Beware, but like I don't know a lot about it. So like just to hear a little bit about that backstory. If I was quiet during those times, it's because I was really trying to hear that like backstory, like that grind, like that what happened. So sometimes I'd be quiet when I be watching it, because I'm watching it for the first time like with y'all. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, please. Make sure you guys share it with all your friends and your family and everybody else that likes wrestling. Guys, I want to say that I appreciate all of you guys so much for liking up my stuff, subscribing, watching it. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are making a dream come true for me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna keep this going because this is our table, this is our channel. So without further ado, with that being said, oh, make sure you guys go on my Twitter too. You guys, if you guys want to talk to me or we can have conversations about wrestling, my Twitter will be down in the description below. Make sure you guys follow me on there. Let's have a conversation. I've been checking it lately. So cool, dope. So yeah, to end this off, I'm Lexi. You just watched The Nerd's Table. Peace.